our distinguished honorees, the National Secretary, Mr. Jeremiah Sokan, the Presidential, Mr. Vice President, Officer and member of the New England Chapter, Mr. Chairman, members of the Board of Directors, Mr. President and members of the Liberian Association of Worcester, head of various organizations here present, the dynamic editor of Council New England Chapter, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, in remembrance of our brothers and sisters who departed to the great, may their soul rest in perpetual peace. For his grace and mercy that has kept us alive over the years. May he continue to endow us with wisdom and protect us always. We want to express our sincere gratitude to who have come from far and near to participate in these ceremonies and join us in celebrating our founding day. Your presence here means a lot to us, for a friend in need is a friend indeed. Fellow Grenadians, ladies and gentlemen, we gather here tonight to celebrate for the first time the founding of our chapter. We appreciate the immeasurable contribution and sacrifices our members have made in order to achieve the objectives of the organization. We wish to honor those individuals who have made significant impact in our community. We had a leadership workshop which was conducted by Mr. Samson Toh. Mr. Toh, if I call your name, please stand up. Mr. Benjamin Sewan, when we thought on the idea to have the leadership workshop, thank you. We got nothing to give you, but thank you for the educational part that you gave us. We carry that, we use it on. You may be seated. Thank you. We can assure you that what we have learned from the workshop will put us on the right path in the way to discharge our duties and responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my pleasure to give you the overview of the New England chapter. The chapter was founded 1990, and in 1992, we joined the Union of the Gedeh Association in the Americas, among Grenadians, and work together to assist our people back home who had no means of survival after the war, the civil war in Liberia. Immediately after our inauguration, we formed a part of the official delegation of the National Administration of the Gedeh Association in the Americas Inc. and traveled to Liberia, where we toured the 3 districts of our county. We met with the county official, the people of Gedeh, and visited various institutions of the county. We also met the President of Liberia, Mrs. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the President pro tempore of the Senate, the Speaker, and the Legislative Caucus of Grand Gedeh, and among others. The New England delegation included Mrs. Betty Sadie, Mrs. Ophia Zwanya, Mrs. Santa Tower, Mr. Nathaniel Gedeh, and your almost seven, Mrs. Annie Dennis. We were also siding with the condition and the problem facing them, for which we had to do more. The operation of the chapter assists the administration. The chairlady, Mrs. Lucy Mena of Worcester, Mrs. Eden Hammond, and Mrs. Mona Ya of Rhode Island, Mr. Joe Tiwe, Membership Committee Chairman, Mr. Tommy Keba, Ways and Means Committee, Mrs. Betty Sophia Zwanya, Speaker of the Women Wing, and Mrs. Teresa Wah, the Queen for Life. To power, I accepted. I believe in tradition. Mr. Gwen is my father. So we decided to go to Mr. Gwen and ask him that I'm his daughter. I was running for that position. So he should step aside and give us the chance. And you know, Mr. Gwen agreed right away. That night, they gave us, I think, $60 as the white hat and giving us the role to go for this position. So at this time, I want to call the women of New England, Mrs. Sophia Zwanya, Ms. Lucy Bena. Please come forward with your women. Necessary for us to do. I will call Mr. Anthony Gwen to this podium that the women of New England are going to gang in tonight. Thank you.
Yeah.